Hi everybody, my name is Shaquela, and I'd like to share and talk with you for a moment on the journey to your purpose. My husband is in the background, he's eating some chips and chili, and so you might hear a little background noise, and also guinea pigs. It might be a little loud, oinking, whatever. Just wanted you to know, might be some background noise. But I really want to reach out to those who are struggling with insecurity through their journey, with me being one who struggled with insecurity most of my life. I'd be lying if I said that I don't currently struggle with insecurity, because I do time to time. But I know I'd also be lying if I said that I don't see or feel a change in me, or see a confidence that I haven't felt before, because I do. And God has given me a boldness in order to speak passionately about some things, as well as a boldness to face many internal issues that I have been dealing with for a long time, and that I didn't necessarily want to, but have had to in order to step into divine purpose. So I'm going to be a little transparent. Maybe some of you can relate to my story, but most of us know the saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And that is a lie. Everybody knows words hurt. I hate that saying. But as a kid, your brain absorbs a lot of stimuli, and you take in a lot and process a lot from your external environment. So as a kid, I had a hard time dealing with things internally growing up. I tried to hide it from a lot of people, mostly everyone. And even though I don't think I'm 100% successful, I know that many uh, to this day still don't know what exactly I had to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So there was an event in my life that I believe bred the start of a tainted self-image for myself. I became insecure with myself as a whole being, which is really, really deep. And I was really young. I was about 5 or 6 carrying that weight. And in grade school, I was made fun of for my looks and grew a complex from that. I was popular, but I considered myself the least of the popular up until at least 11th grade. Growing up, I always felt different. I always felt alone, even though I was amongst my peers. I had two close best friends. One I met in 7th grade, and then the other 11th grade. So before and in between and after that time, I really struggled. And, I didn't do a lot of things that other kids or people did around my age. Mostly, my parents and things. There's reasons why, but in a good way, that was good. But I still got made fun of for it and talked about. And some of the stuff wasn't even bad that I didn't do. It was just I wasn't allowed to do it. Maybe it just be out at a certain time, but got made fun of for it. And I didn't have a lot of friends, like I said, so I mostly hung out with family around my age, but I didn't feel like I was wanted. I believed that I was annoying every time I spoke. And every time I spoke, I always felt like I was overlooked or ignored, because a lot of times I would say something and everybody would just continue on with their conversation. And so I really just kind of cowered back within myself, and I actually began hating my own voice. I hated the sound of my own voice. And that knock would be Panda, by the way, but I'm going to continue. So, actually, these beliefs transpired into actions, and I became lost. I was lost in my identity. I didn't know who I was, where I wanted to go. I went through school not knowing what I wanted to do with my life, what, like I said, what direction I wanted to go, what I wanted to major in. So I ended up living life by default. And it got so bad that I tried to run away from my life and myself. And I believe that, this was something I had to go through in order to become the person that I'm supposed to be, the person who I'm growing into right now, and possibly be a testimony for someone else who's struggling through their journey as well, and who's struggling with insecurity. So if you're struggling with insecurity, I hope that you're listening to me, that, somehow I can get through that insecurity, and just let you know that God will throw out clues, but you have to listen. And a lot of times, people have told me, just listen to God's voice. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to do that? Like, I try to listen, but I don't hear him, but seriously, if you're in a lot of chaos, you won't hear him, so just be still in your chaos, and no matter what, truly seek him, because once you do, I mean, you'll find him. And then when you find him, he'll give you what you've been searching for. Now, once you find it, it's not to say that your journey is going to be easy, because it's not. It's just not. It's not going to be like that. You're going to hit a lot of brick walls along the way. You're going to deal with a lot of things that you never even knew were problems. So you're going to find out a lot about yourself, the real you, your true self. And God is going to expose you. He's going to expose you to yourself and force you to confront it. But, that's good. You're going to grow into the best you possibly can be. Now, once God has revealed the purpose for you, not everybody is going to be on board. You're going to have to fight for it. People who knew the old you, who really wasn't you in the first place, they're going to criticize you. They're going to complain. They're going to tell you that you can't do it. It can't be done, that you're not capable. There are going to be some naysayers out there. And you're going to have to understand that it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. Sometimes it might have something to do with them. Maybe they're insecure about, where they currently are, and they don't want to see you make it to the top. I mean, it may be like that. It may not be. It's a possibility. But what you have to understand is that you're special, and God has placed a specific dream, a specific purpose inside of you, and you can't take everyone with you. Everyone is not built for what God has specifically made for you, what He has specifically built for you. So God will place the right people around you to replace the ones that have left you. And, you know, they'll be around you in order to get you to your destination. You're going to lose friends. I'm sorry to say this, but you are. You just are. People you really care about may hurt you, whether it be intentional or not. You have to learn to love them regardless and move on with what God has set up for you. And some people just like living by default, letting life happen to them instead of taking courage to make a change, take a risk, have faith, and pursue their dreams. They'd rather be comfortable with the familiar, even though the familiar ain't necessarily doing them any good. But, that's a dangerous place to be, and you don't want to be in that place. You don't want them to bring you down. So no matter what you're doing, no matter what happens, keep doing you regardless. Be positive, stay positive, think positive, and surround yourself with like-minded people, who will uplift you and help you get to where you want to be. I just hope that, this was helpful to someone. And, I'll leave you with a poem that I wrote, and I posted it a little while ago on Facebook, but just in case you didn't get to see it or anything, I'll read it. It's called Fierce Appetite, and it's basically a metaphor for success. So, hope you like it. Who am I? I am a lioness who preys on infinite success, and my stomach is growling. I thrive through the mental toxicity. I eat the negativity. I can't stop. I won't stop. I'm persistent. I just keep on prowling. Destiny, that's my cub. She clings to me. She needs nurturing. She needs sustenance. I hunt because she needs to feed. Timing has to be just right. When I see it, I don't cower. I seize the opportunity. There it is. There it is. I see my target, mind focused, vision clear. I assess my surroundings. Destiny, don't worry. Destiny is right here. I devise my strategy. I lower my center. My senses are heightened. My adrenaline is pumping. My heart is racing and my breath is steady. Head down, tread softly. I'm going in for the kill. Success better be ready. I'm ambitious. I sink my claws into it. I'm vicious. I clench down with all my might. Destiny looking me straight in the face. Success can't handle my bite. I'm fatal. Devouring, neglect, sacrifice. Hyenas lurking, staring, and laughing at me. Truth is, they're hungry too, but don't dare to follow my lead. That's it. It's done. Belly's full. Vultures scoping out the leftovers I leave them. They can have my scraps. I've birthed another cub called purpose.